Hello and welcome to Mighty Obstacle Studios' month in review for October 2024. Oh yeah, maybe I should actually play the music for Trainyard Tantrum, since that's what we're talking about today. So Trainyard Tantrum has been the bulk of the work this month. I'm trying to get just about everything I learned from Fresh Forest and applying it to this stage. I can say with certainty that I'm getting better at 3D modeling, at least with main collision. I think I really solidified what I wanted to do with this stage too. Long story short, with my level designing philosophy, I like a solid story being told as you go area to area in this game. Kinda like how Sonic 3 has Angel Island go up in flames, or Carnival Night has the lights turned off. I like that kind of stuff. Scouter here is much the same, with Trainyard Tantrum being Scout stopping two trains, the first carrying hostages and the second carrying something a little more explosive. Other things to show off are the platforms that explode when you walk on them, level design going into the background to show off how big the stage really is, and my favorite are the beams that fall over as you run up them. Oh, this is really fun to show off Scouter's framework. It's able to keep Scout attached to the object and dynamically change her reaction to being on the pillar as it falls. I can't stress how hard I worked on this, because I can't. It was actually really easy to do because of how Scout's physics system works. I do need to code a few more gimmicks here, but this stage is really fun to play in the platforming sections. Even the combat sections are cool too. You're locked in a wheel room and you have to slide dash up slopes to get enemies. Get excited for more with Trainyard Tantrum as the game continues, but even more levels are drafted up and I'm ready to make them. Another interesting note is confirmation for the reason I've switched to Godot. I said that Godot could do something stupid and people could fork the engine and work on something else. Godot did something stupid. I won't go into the drama because I kind of looked at it and I didn't really care aside from the whole blocking major donors thing. So I tried out that fork, Redot or Redo, it's one of those. It's exactly the same, except I had to fix my CSproj file for Visual Studio because it loaded the wrong SDK. I'll keep Redo in mind if it does some things to surpass Godot, especially since Redo is making it as easy as possible to switch to Godot and vice versa. I'm just not really sold on it if anyone's asking. And I know I said I'd make a new video, I just wanted to try something out with this channel, and I am. I honestly just got so obsessed with working on Trainyard Tantrum that I forgot. This stage is really fun and would also be helpful for the video to show off some of the things that Scout can do. I do have an idea for the video, and I do have many revisions of this script because I'm trying to do a pretty good job on this. It looks like the first video will be about how momentum changes platformers and why Scouter uses it. So look forward to that. Lightning round time! Added ground control locking so Scout can't run up slopes willy-nilly. Sorry, Freedom Planet fans. I added objectives to levels so you know what you're doing in them. Also finished the code for Scout to start in Act 2 right where Act 1 ends. I got moving platforms to work. I mean, anyone can do that. But how about when I do this? Yeah, that's right. Scout keeps her momentum on moving platforms. Even Sonic games don't do that. Lastly, some subtle design changes for Scout. I made her helmet a bit more bike helmety and added some extra details to her back. So I think that's most of it. Just one more thing. Happy birthday, Necrolepsy. It's been 5 years since this game came out. I'm still proud of it, and I'll always treasure it. But unfortunately, right now, the resources are going to Scouter. Sorry, girl. Alright, so that's it with this month in review. Recommendation? Well, as much as I'd love to say check out Sonic and Shadow Generations, I did replay my favorite game of all time in a collection recently. That game would be Rocket Knight Adventures, part of the Resparked collection. I'd recommend that. You get my favorite game ever, plus 2 pretty good games. But I do love Rocket Knight Adventures greatly. It's a peak Konami platformer from the 16-bit era. If you like this video and want to help support Scouter, check out the Mighty Obstacle Studios Patreon. If you want to keep up with news on other platforms too, there are links in the description. With that, expect more art for next month. It's best to practice one thing at a time, and I feel 3D modeling is my weakest trait right now. So there's going to be improvements with these levels and some improvements with future levels. Trainyard Tantrum and Fresh Forest are the first areas in Scouter, but there's still a double-digit amount of stages to make next. Take care.